Welcome everyone in our virtual classroom of engineering mechanics. And after completion of last classes where we have completed kinematics of rigid body, today in this 23rd lecture I am introducing a new topic, general motion. We have discussed earlier the rotation about a fixed axis and translational motion. Now, what is this general motion? It is the combination of rotation and translation. That is called the general motion. Different types of general motion that I am going to discuss are two-dimensional general motion or general planar motion and three-dimensional general motion. Today in this lecture, I'll start two-dimensional or planar motion. For all the motion is confined within a single plane. So let's follow the lecture. Before starting general plane motion, let us recapitulate the last class discussions. So what is there? We learned from the kinematics that general plane motion means translation and rotation. General plane motion is a combination of translation and rotation. Let us consider AB, beam. It is moving here to here. So this dashed line indicates the initial condition and this is the final position. Now this motion can be separated like that. So from here to here, it is the simply linear motion, and then about center A there is a angular rotation, and finally it reaches there. You notice the initial position is same here and this is the final position. So the final position can be defined as that there is a combination of this linear motion or translation and a rotation motion. So this is what the general plane motion. As all these motion is within a single plane, so it is called planar motion. Now the velocity and the radius vectors. These are the radius vectors for the rotation, and we know the tangential is the direction is the velocity of B with respect to A. So VBA is the velocity of point B with respect to point A, and that is a relative velocity between B and A. So VBA can be written as VB minus VA. Again, that is equals to omega into RBA, as it can be defined as the angular rotation. And this is the radius vector RBA, so RBA into angular speed. So this is the velocity. Now, so this is the relative velocity between these, but the absolute velocity of B is a combination of this translation part, means we can say that it is the motion of A, velocity of A plus this relative velocity. So VV is equals to VA plus VBA, that is equals to VA plus Substitute VBA like this, omega b into RBA. Here it is the cross product of angular speed and the radius vector. So this is a very important equation to solve the numericals. Our first numerical is of a track. On this track there is a ladder. Generally our electric supply team carries this type of very lengthy ladders. Let us consider at a particular point here at A, it is fixed. A pin joint is there. Pin joint means a rotation is possible, but this point A cannot move. But the ladder AB, it can rotate with respect to point A. And it is simply supported at this end. We have studied what is a pin joint and simply supported. It is simply supported here. Now, when the track is in motion in this direction, there, if due to this acceleration, this contact may be detached. And at that moment, there is a relative velocity of B, means a relative angular acceleration and angular speed. Let us consider the angular speed of the ladder with respect to this track body is omega and the acceleration is alpha. Total length of the ladder is L here, and G is the middle point, means the center of gravity lies on G point. C is the point of contact. Now, what to find out? The angular velocity and angular acceleration of the board. This board. The absolute velocity and absolute acceleration of point B for this point, and the acceleration of center of mass. This is the center of mass or center of gravity. Here, though center of mass and center of gravity is not the same thing, but the body with a smaller dimension, we can consider center of mass and center of gravity is same. So, this, with respect to this center of gravity, what is the acceleration? So, first we have to find out the acceleration of B point and then the acceleration of this point. So, this we are going to understand how we can find out it. As the velocity, acceleration, all these are the vector terms, and we are using now the unit vectors. The direction of the unit vector is I and j, and k is the normal to I and j. But here you see, while the motion of this ladder or the board, it is moving on a single plane. So it's a problem of general plane motion. And though with respect to the track, the board is only rotating, no translation, but track itself is translating in forward direction, in this direction. So resultant, this board also subjected to the translation. So finally, the board is subjected to translational motion of track as well as the relative motion or the angular motion with respect to the track. Angular motion with respect to track means that motion also with respect to the road, this road. And I told you, to solve any numerical, our first step is we need to understand what to find out and what data are given there. So let us note down the given data. So what is the given data here in terms of the vector notation? Here VA, absolute velocity of A point. A point is a fixed point on the track. So the velocity of track is the velocity of point A, that is given 60 mile per hour, and it is converted to 88 feet per inch. Now 88 feet per second, and it is denoted that it is I. Why it is it is moving in forward direction, means in x direction, where the unit vector is I. So it is I. Acceleration of point A at a particular moment, that is also given 3 mile per hour or 4.4 feet per second square. The direction of the linear acceleration of the track, means point A, is also I, means x direction, so unit vector is I. The relative velocity of the this board, that is also given at 10 feet per second. Now the acceleration 12 feet per second. So all these are the given data, and this particular data, this velocity and acceleration is it is true for an instant only. First, we'll try to find out the angular velocity and angular acceleration of the board AB. What's the radius vector? RBA. For this one, RBA is the radius vector. So that radius vector can be defined as, if the length is L, in the I direction the component of L is L cos theta, so L cos theta I. In J direction the component of L is L sin theta, so L sin theta J. So this is the radius vector for the board. And then what's the omega? Let's consider omega equals to omega k. Why omega k? We know that the direction of omega is perpendicular to the plane of rotation. So what is the plane of rotation here? This vertical plane. And then the perpendicular direction is perpendicular to the plane of the space, means k, and that's why it is written omega equals to omega into k. You notice for the vector in previous classes also we have denoted only the bold letter, indicates the vector, and the normal letter indicates the scalar quantity. So here omega bold is the vector and this is the scalar, means the magnitude of the angular velocity. And similarly the direction of alpha, that is also perpendicular to the plane, means in k direction. And we know we already have derived in equation 1 that the velocity or the relative velocity of B with respect to A, means with respect to the track, this is equals to omega RBA, omega cross RBA, and omega equals to what? Omega k, means I and j component is 0 0, so 0 0 omega, and here L cos theta I component, L sin theta I component, and k component, no k component is there, means that is equals to 0. Now go through the cross product of this vector and we are getting this is the relative velocity vector for B. So VBA is the relative velocity of B with respect to A. Now the absolute velocity of B is the combination of this VBA and velocity of A, which is given. Now the magnitude of this VBA vector that can be obtained by this square plus this square root over this square plus this square, and that is equals to that is equals to 10 feet per second. That is given. This 10 feet per second, this value is given. As the VVA value 10 feet per second is given data, and L that is also given. So from this equation we can have the value of omega, and that is calculated as 1 radian per second, because the length of L is 10 feet. Now omega equals to 1k. 1 is the magnitude and k is the direction. So this is the magnitude of the angular velocity. Now what is the angular acceleration of the board? Let's find out. So we know angular acceleration, there is a for linear acceleration there is a two component. The components are normal component and tangential component. This equation we have derived in kinematics of rigid body. So normal component is omega cross RBA, and the tangential component is alpha into RBA. Now we know the value of this omega and RBA. This and alpha, that is unknown, means equals to alpha k, and RBA is also known. Now substitute these values here, and substituting these values we are having this equation. Now let's consider this given value of the theta 45 degree. So sin theta equals to cos theta equals to 1 by root 3. So substitute all these values here, and the magnitude of this can be obtained as this square plus this square whole root, and finally this is the equation. Now you see L is given 10 feet, omega that we have calculated from here, and this acceleration that is also given, the relative acceleration of point B with respect to A, that is given 12 feet per second. So substitute all this, then in this equation we can get the value of alpha, and that is calculated at 0.6 radian per second square. So this is the magnitude, and direction again k. After calculation of angular velocity and angular acceleration of the rod, we have to find out the absolute velocity of point B and G, that we have to determine. So how to find out? We know VV equals to VA plus VBA. This equation already we have derived, means the absolute velocity of B is the absolute velocity of A plus the relative velocity of B with respect to A. So VBA, that we have calculated the vector, and the VA that is given, that we have explained, this is the given data. So finally our velocity is this. So this is the absolute velocity of point B. Now the absolute acceleration of B. Similarly, AB is AA plus relative velocity of relative acceleration of B with respect to A, and that relative velocity has two components, tangential and normal. AA, that is given data, it is given 4.4i. The tangential component and normal component, that already we have calculated this in the last page. So substitute all this and we are getting this. So the absolute velocity, just add here the I term and j term remains same and substitute the value of alpha and omega. Here this alpha and omega is the magnitude of angular acceleration and angular speed. And substituting all these value, we are getting the absolute velocity, absolute acceleration of point B, that is equals to minus 7.34 I minus 2.4 j. Then the acceleration of center of mass, this acceleration. Here also we will write the similar equation, only if it is AG, then we can write down AG is equals to AA and AG with respect to A. I repeat, angular acceleration of the G point is the summation of angular acceleration, the absolute acceleration of G point is the summation of absolute acceleration of point A, means acceleration of the track, plus the relative acceleration of G point with respect to A. It is similar to this one. Instead of B, here it is G. So A plus similarly this relative acceleration can be written as the normal and tangential combination of normal and tangential component, where this is equals to omega into omega plus RGA. You notice whatever angular acceleration at point B, angular acceleration and velocity, the same for G, means same omega and alpha value is for entire board. So here also the same value of omega we are going to use, but the radius vector, it is half of BA. So radius vector is not L, rather it is L by 2. So it was in case of the BA, it was L cos theta I plus L sin theta j, but here it is L by 2 because this length is L by 2 from A to G. And then substituting rest of the values, we are having this is the acceleration. The references that I have used to prepare this video lecture is given here. I have completed my today's lecture here, and I'll solve more numericals on subsequent lectures, numericals on general two-dimensional or a general plane motion. Thank you for your patience, and I will expect that in future in the next classes you also will be attend and listen the lecture. Thank you.